After the Bengals won Super Bowl 61 over the Commanders with Joe Burrow winning the MVP and a Texans quarterback winning Offensive Rookie of the Year, it was time to retool. Huge retirements were announced, like the Titans losing Kyle Juszczyk, Grady Jarrett, and Derrick Henry. Nice. Bobby Wagner, Stephon Gilmore, Mike Evans, Tyron Smith, Micah Hyde, Lael Collins, and the homie Blake Bortles all retired as well. First thing to do was to bring back Trevor Lawrence, and the Jags were able to do so on a 7-year lucrative contract. Next was Trayvon Walker, but he unfortunately declined what I thought was a very nice deal, but don't worry, he was immediately franchise tagged. R.L. Richards was offered a very fair 4-year contract to remain our superstar nose tackle, and he accepted. Unfortunately, Alex Santos declined a fair contract, but guard Eric Westbrook was signed to a long-term deal. Then it was Dark Specta getting paid for the next 5 seasons to remain a Jaguar. A big re-signing period that forced us to dole out money to guys that are staples in our organization. We tried to do that with Kayvon Thibodeau. He wanted to test the market. Speaking of the market, channel member and our only general manager here on the channel, Matthew Hackett, hits the market at 26 years old, along with Davante Adams, Aaron Donald, and Cooper Kupp. But the damn glitch will not let me offer to anybody yet again. However, I will take this time to shout out Matthew Hackett and all of the channel members for keeping the dream alive with their above and beyond support. He, along with the special shout outs to franchise QBs T-Clink24, Rigoberto Ramirez, Christian Horn, Hobie Gaynor, and Troy Gordon, as they make this content truly possible to keep pumping out. Channel members do get automatic players in every series I do, so make sure to check out the join button below if you'd like to support the channel even more. Anyway, after the first eval period, I have been able to make 1 offer with this glitch. Not 5, but Hackett is already a Bronco. Damn it. Sorry, Matt. Trades. First, third-string tight end Knox was sent to the Saints for their 3rd rounder this year and 6th rounder next year. Then backup tight end Chris Maddox went to the Vikings for their 2nd round pick in this draft. And after that, it was tackle Terry Anderson, who was never really a scheme fit for us. We sent him to the Bucks for their 2nd round pick next year. Yetur Gross-Matos was sent away with a next year 7th round pick to the Cardinals for their 2nd round pick this year. The 5th-year option for right tackle DeMarcus Broyles was indeed picked up to keep him around for another year guaranteed. And we checked the free agency recap. Rams got a new starting quarterback, and Justin Arth is a Chief. Davante Adams is a Raider again. Kupp is a Cowboy. Amon-Ra, the former Jag, is a Cardinal. And Chenault, former Jag, is a Dolphin. He tried to get Cody James, but he's a Steeler. And also, D-Bog-Nasty leaves us for the Vikings. Aaron Waller goes to the Panthers. Our center, Alex Santos, was scooped up by the Cowboys. Aaron Donald's a 49er now. And former Jaguar Kayvon Thibodeau joins Matthew Hackett in Denver. As for us, we signed corner Bankroll Beasley, who I believe is a subscriber, for depth. And since we traded 2 tight ends, we signed 1 in free agency and might be looking to draft 1 more. Draft time, with the 15th overall pick, the Jags select left outside linebacker Teron Whitfield, who had an okay combine with A pursuit and B tackle, not to mention hidden development. Speedy guy to fit that speed rushing right outside linebacker role, as we may move Josh Allen to take over for Thibodeau. 2nd round pick 9, it's tackle Alejandro Colon, who looks skillful and had a really nice combine outside of his bench reps. We got hidden dev out of him as well. Then pick 15 in the 2nd round, Jags looked at free safety Sam Burrell with B hit power, tackling, and zone coverage, and a nice combine, top 5 in every drill. Hidden dev yet again. Still, 2nd round, 19th pick, looking at a tight end, and Dalton Vogt had a great combine, but was our first normal dev selection, but he still looks very athletic. 3rd round, pick 3, we try to replace Alex Santos with the terrific combine of Robbie Walton, and we get back in the hidden dev train. 3rd round, pick 15, it's defensive tackle Quincy Harris, who again had a nice combine, and the hidden dev train continues. After that, though, our luck was over with 4th rounders DJ Wilburn, a left guard, defensive tackle Devonta Farrell in the 5th round, middle linebacker Dante Weathers, and right outside linebacker Marcus Thompson in the 6th round. Draft recap. For the Jaguars, it looks like a game-changing draft. Whitfield, 76 hidden. Cologne's a 73 hidden. Burrell, 74 hidden. Walton's a 72 hidden, and Harris a 71 hidden. This draft will be interesting, though, as 7 quarterbacks went in the first round. Do the Saints, Rams, Steelers, Eagles, Titans, Dolphins, or Commanders have their franchise guys? Our South Division saw the Colts get a nice receiver who I was interested in. The Texans had a really nice draft, even though Hubbard doesn't look to be worthy of the number 2 overall pick. And the Titans hope that McDonald will be their franchise quarterback, but Skinner is a heck of a corner in the middle of the second round. Our depth chart going into the new season still has the staples of Lawrence at quarterback, Swift and Bates as the runners, Hollywood Brown and Alex O'Neal as main wideouts, with Isaiah Walker getting his chance at wideout number 3. Yaramilo still a boss at tight end, with the O-line being Ekwonu, Westbrook, Dent, Broyles, and Hannon. D-line is Walker, Specta, and R.L. Richards, with the linebackers being Josh Allen, Harris, Williams, and Whitfield. Corners are Diggs, Campbell, Colby Gaynor, Isaiah Rodgers, and Bankroll Beasley, with Burrell starting at free safety and Cisco at strong safety. Mentor the kicker, and Huntington the punter, with O'Neal returning the kicks. Our new schedule starts in Tennessee before home games against the Texans, Panthers, and Dolphins, and we go to Buffalo before returning home again for the Colts, Titans, and Falcons. 4 divisional games in 7 weeks. We then finish a 4-game homestand with the Ravens before going on the road for 4 weeks straight in Vegas, Indy, New Orleans, and Houston, ending our divisional matchups before our bye week in Week 14. The end of the season has us at home versus the Pats before the final 3 on the road against Arizona, New York, and Tampa. Seems tough. Can we get it done? It started amazing, winning our first 6 games before taking slim losses at home to the Titans, Falcons, and Ravens, and another 1-score loss on the road in Vegas. Then we went on a coaster ride, blowing the Colts out, losing a tight one in New Orleans, and blowing the Texans out before the bye. We came out of the bye with a big win over the Pats, slim win in Arizona, and a big win over the Jets on the road before heading to Tampa and losing the last game of the season by double digits. The Browns won the North, while the Steelers and Ravens got wild cards. Our Jaguars won the AFC South with home field advantage throughout at 11-6, odd. Jets win the East, and the Chiefs win the West, with the Raiders sneaking in the playoffs. In the NFC, it's the Bears winning the NFC, with the Lions sneaking in the playoffs. Falcons win the South. Commanders win the East, with the Eagles sneaking in with a tie. And the 49ers win the West. The Jags shall have the luxury of sitting as the 1 seed, while the Chiefs and Browns get divisional opponents. In the NFC, Washington gets Philly for another divisional battle. Trevor Lawrence threw for nearly 4,400 yards this year, 35 touchdowns, 14 picks. DeAndre Swift goes for near 1,200 on the ground with 11 touchdowns, while Bates steals 9 touchdowns. 3 1,000-yard receivers in Hollywood Brown, who had 11 scores, Alex O'Neal with 5, and Daniel Yaramilo, who had 10 himself. Isaiah Walker had a nice little 700-yard 5-touchdown year as the 4th option. The line held up well, allowing just 20 total sacks, and no lineman had more than 7. Tremont Harris led us in tackles, while Josh Allen had 15.5 sacks, Trayvon Walker had 14, and R.L. Richards with 13, while Dark Specta had 7. Trayvon Diggs led us with 5 interceptions. Calvin Mentor was 18 for 23 without missing an extra point. Huntington punted well, but O'Neal had no return scores. Jaguars hosted the Jets in the divisional round as the 1 seed, going up against Bo Reynolds, who had a 38-touchdown, 10-pick year. And he got started immediately in this game, launching a nuke to the end zone past Trayvon Diggs to Jared Seibel for a touchdown. Could Trevor Lawrence match him? DeAndre Swift with a nice run to try and help, but he ends up actually hurting the team with a fumble that goes right to New York. Then later, screen from Lawrence to Swift, trying to get that first down, but he loses it again, and Sauce Gardner's there for the recovery. That drive ends with Bo's 2nd touchdown of the game, this one to Elijah Moore. The same play works again later as Bo hits Elijah Moore again for a 21-0 Jet lead. In the second half, Lawrence trying to bring the Jaguars back with a nice throw to Hollywood Brown for the touchdown, but it wasn't enough as Bo Reynolds just kept launching nukes, including this one far down the right sideline, and he drew a roughing the passer call on the play, which resulted in a Jets field goal. Jaguar offense goes stagnant again, and it's Bo Reynolds again, this time bombing one to Jared Seibel, hitting him in stride, and no one could get him. Touchdown, and the Jets hand the Jaguars a rare playoff loss as the 1 seed goes down immediately, 34-13. Jags beat the Jets in the regular season, could not outdo the combo of Bo Reynolds and Jared Seibel in this game. The Jets would move on to take on the Browns after Cleveland upset Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs 31-17. In the NFC, the top-seeded Bears squeaked out a win over the 7-seeded Seahawks, and the Eagles won by a score over the Lions. Jets' luck ran out as they fall to the Browns despite Bo Reynolds actually throwing 2 touchdowns to no interceptions. The Bears then take out the Eagles behind Jalen Hurts' 4 touchdown passes against his former team, starting rookie quarterback Ben Singer. Browns, Bears for the Super Bowl. Who would prevail? But first, Pro Bowlers. Our guys can indeed make it this year. And Marquise Brown, Daniel Jaramillo, Trayvon Walker, R.L. Richards, and Trayvon Diggs were the 5 players who did. A.J. Chambers was the only subscriber that I recognized on these rosters, though. Let me know if you see any others. The Super Bowl was won by the Browns, 35-21 over the Bears, who have now lost 2 Super Bowls in this series. No Jaguars won yearly awards. This style of the series has been tough to get wins, but we're going to try to do better next time and get Trevor Lawrence his 3rd Super Bowl ring. Can we do it? Give me some predictions in the comments. Love you guys.